85 games into the season, that's where we are. So we're past the halfway point. Today it's game 2 of 3 in a series between the A's and Astros. And you can see how the A's rank across Major League Baseball in a bunch of key stats: ERA, fielding percentage, batting average, slugging percentage, and 3.16 runs per game. That sits 30th across all of baseball. So on that note, here on a Saturday, Brody Brazil, Dave Stewart, Smoke wanted to grade the A's. After last night's game, we were talking about this. What do we want to do tomorrow? By the way, I'm very happy right there.
Yeah.
You're very upset your BlackBerry got
canceled. I just have one question.
Yeah.
Is that your pre-pandemic haircut?
That actually was taken right before the pandemic, when I used to care about myself. I was in decent shape back then, too. Why you got to go there? All right, let's grade the A's here in a bunch of different categories. Let's start, Stu, with offense. And this goes first. This is probably going to be one of the lowest grades. I'm giving it a D. What are you giving team offense?
I gave team offense a D as well.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to put up enough runs. They've really struggled offensively throughout the season. Team batting average is at a low.
It's at 210, right?
It's a low team,
which is currently the lowest by an American League or National League team since 1900. That's where they're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not been good. They just haven't put it together. They haven't been able to figure it out all season long.
They're messing around with getting no hit this season, Stu. We've seen the 2 and the 3 hit games.
I don't think that's going to happen, bro.
I don't either, but I don't mess around and find out. They've been messing around. They haven't found out yet. They rank last in the majors this year as a team in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS. So D's for both of us. Again, this is not a singular player situation here. This is the team effort. This is the body of work. So D's for both of us. All right, let's go from the bats to the gloves. Let's talk about team defense, Stu. The A's have 54 errors this season, 3rd most in the American League, but they also lead the American League in double plays turned. So I'm going to actually give them a C+, a little bit better than average, but I think the errors are probably what stands out the most.
If I'm not mistaken, I gave them a C-.
Okay.
And I gave them a C- because as of late, they are starting to play better defense. But I remember the team that started the season out for majority of the early part of the season. We were making errors at a very, very heavy clip. Yeah. Almost every game we were making errors. We weren't catching the ball. Right. And if we weren't catching it, we weren't throwing the ball. It was a very bad defensive team.
Here's the problem too, right? When you're not scoring runs, your defense has to be laser sharp. I mean, the margin for error, as they say, is nil. So that puts a lot of pressure on your defense, and obviously that's where a spotlight has been for us. Starting pitching, let's get to that category. We'll separate the arms from the starters and the bullpen. A's starting pitchers have allowed 1 run or fewer in 5 of the 7 games so far here in July, Stu. So I know we're talking about this month, but overall this season, A's starters ranked 5th in innings pitched across baseball with 445 2/3. So they are getting used, and I think they're doing okay.
I think that they are too. Now, the only problem I have with the A's starting pitching is they don't have a 5th starter.
Right. Right. It's not a complete effort. And you know what? Honestly, Frankie Montas probably not going to be with us the duration of this season either.
Yeah, and well, let's hope that we get him back.
But we're grading him. We're grading him first half up to now.
So the first half, I mean, the problem with their starting pitching for me has been that we haven't been able to put somebody in that 5th spot and have somebody in that spot consistently. Right. I do appreciate that. And earlier, we weren't getting very deep in the game, with the exception of Frankie Montas and Cole Irving. Now we've got Cole Irving, we've got Montas, and we've got Blackburn all pitching deep into the game. Right. And so, for me, the starting pitching has gotten better, but I still think that we should be better with filling up that 5th spot. Right. And if we could do that, I'd probably give them a solid B, but I have them at a B-.
There's our grades right there on your screen, both with B-. I got to say, we're pretty in lockstep here so far.
Well, you're generous.
There's that thing about great minds think alike, but I don't know that I'm on your level.
You're generous because what you do is you want to be able to go and hang out on the field like you did yesterday.
I'm not giving all A's here.
And not have somebody look at you and say, oh, there's Brody, instead of saying, oh, there's Brody.
They kicked dirt on me. All right, let's talk about the bullpen. Now, if we're going to have to give out rough grades here, Stu, I think that's going to fall into this category. But the A's bullpen has a 1.74 ERA in the last 10 games. They've shown signs of life back and forth. It just hasn't worked out overall in the big picture here. I'm going to give the bullpen A C minus.
Whoa, D.
All right, so we don't agree there. We're close.
And we can't. I can't agree. The closing situation has been
what is it? Right.
And it's been the biggest problem for them all season long.
Right.
In winning baseball games. If we had a guy that can consistently close,
right,
our record would be, I think, 10 games better than it is right now at this point. Yes, I do.
A closer alone would have fixed
closer
that.
alone.
No, but I think that, Stu, they're also minus a set closer, but also a setup guy.
But when you're starting pitching, which we weren't pitching very well early,
yeah,
put your bullpen in a situation where they're throwing 4 innings a game, that doesn't allow for you to figure out who fits where.
Right.
But the closer, in my opinion, has been the biggest problem. I think, you know, Acevedo has been good in his role down there, but we just haven't been able to put the pieces together consistently to know what we have down there. And the closing role for me is a huge part of my grade, because we aren't winning games, war games, because we can't solve that problem. We've had wins that have gotten away from us in that ninth inning. And so, you know, a D might be generous from me.
So C minus, I'm wrong. No, I agree. Consistency, and you're right. It's been about the closing part of games that's been the issue. I think offense and bullpen are probably the 1-2 issues for the team. Let's end on this note. We're going to grade the manager. Mark Kotze, are you watching? Definitely not. But here's a commonality. We're both going to give the skipper an A so far. Now, why are we saying this, Stu? First year on the job for me. To grade him on this. He's kept the team together. We haven't talked about them unraveling one bit. This is one of the worst A's seasons so far in Oakland history. You're around these guys. They're not falling apart. They understand the situation. He has kept them focused, and I think that's the biggest part.
Well, I think that that's huge, but the whole picture is this.
Right.
When this team plays, and they haven't played the best baseball.
No.
They haven't played the best baseball during the game. Inning by inning, you can pick things in each game where that could make you just kick a can or kick a bucket or throw the ice cooler.
Right.
And what baseball players want to see from their leadership is no expression.
Right.
That you keep that same expression, that there's something positive, that there's leadership at the front of that dugout. And I believe that these guys see leadership in him. I think that they see something positive every day. I think his communication with these guys is tremendous. And it has to be because, as you said, you got to keep these guys in a positive frame of mind, even when the ship is sinking.
He's got to steer it the right way.
This guy in a sinking ship has these guys believing that land is close.